and it's like an ongoing thing, and then you just kind of stick it somewhere, and it just kind of permeates the atmosphere magically. But so yeah, my tools tend to be whatever the fuck I find. I find that a lot of witches tend to be like crap collectors, in that we see things and we go, this could be magical, that could be magical. Oh my god, is that a random piece of something random on the sidewalk? Probably magical. You know?
Hoarders.
Yeah. Except that I try to keep my collecting things to a minimum and try to use up what I have before I get more. Because having a workspace to work in is important. But so as far as tools go, it's anything. And also when it comes to spells, right? Side note, I mentioned chanting spells at things earlier with the cough drop, and really, movies tend to give people the impression that if you're going to chant a spell, you have to like chant it in some ancient foreign language or in like poetic verse, and not really. Me saying, you know, this eraser, you know, will help me erase unnecessary information from my brain, and this paperclip will keep shit together for me. That in itself is a spell. It's putting words, like taking the words and giving them an actual intention, right? And channeling that energy through your words towards the thing, and that in itself is
the magic.
I'm not gonna say the magic's just directing your intention. You don't have to say anything. I've done spells where I just kind of glare angrily towards the jar, you know, because that in itself is directing energy towards something. I am taking my stare, I am filling it with anger, I am directing my anger at the jar. The jar has my anger now, you know, and so it's which is another thing, is that you don't necessarily need to chant or sing anything at all for a spell. There are some spells where it's just like, put some shit around the candle, light the candle, wait for the candle to go away, you know? And, you know, it depends on what you're doing and how you do it and what works for you. Because I am a firm believer that certain styles of witchcraft work better for different witches, because we are all different people, and symbolism is different to each of us, and what makes sense to us is different for each of us. So how we personally are going to like move energy through the atmosphere is going to be a little bit different. And you know, I'm chill with that. I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, so do I sometimes actually chant? I actually really do like verbalizing, because it helps me direct that energy, and I feel like that helps me solidify what I actually intend to happen. And I'm a huge advocate for actually putting words to your spell to kind of have a solid, this is what I want to happen, you know, behind it. Do I always make them poetic? No. Do I like to make them poetic? Yes. For this simple fact that it feels better. Like, again, it's a lot of being in the right state of mind for yourself. And for me, I feel more in touch with magic when I am like yelling poetry at things. So I tend to opt for poetic device and music, you know, like music is a thing I do. It's a thing I like. And so I tend to opt for that more often. And yeah, that's about all. There's not.
We should just end it here.
Are we back on? Okay, we're good again. Sorry for those of you listening live. We blinked off air for a second because the client seems to be having some kind of an issue, which it seems to be doing again. Still hear me out there in the world? Hello? I think we're going to end it here for now, and then reset everything and hop back on. Go to my screensaver a minute ago. I fucked up all of the everything. So we are going to hop off and try to figure out why the fuck it's fucking up. And I will continue this lovely discussion, and we will segue into story time with Nani.
Woo!
Woo! Alright, so we will BRB as soon as we possibly can, and hopefully you can actually hear all of this. Seeing as we seem to have an actual connection to recap. My computer's doing something weird. I think I fucked it up. We're gonna hop off, reset the client, and hop back on. I'll explain more later.
Technical
Bye!
difficulties.